A traffic stop, a sobriety test, then a struggle during an arrest. A Houston police officer says he was forced to fire, killing a driver he had stopped on the North Freeway overnight. ABC 13 reporter Jeff Ealing is near Esplanade to explain about this violent struggle. Good morning to you, Jeff.
And good morning to you, Samika. It all started on the main lanes of the North Freeway, but it actually ended here in this parking lot. The HPD officer pulled the guy over on the main lanes but said, come to this parking lot, and that is where the police officer attempted a field sobriety test, but we're told that this turned into a violent confrontation with the suspect being shot at least 2 times. Here is what we heard on police radios from the officer involved in the shooting.
I got him sitting on the ground. I'm just going to stay on him when he'll get here. First, okay.
Again, it started on the main lanes but ended up here. This is where the officer gave the guy the field sobriety test. We're told the suspect failed that test. Investigators say when the officer was attempting to handcuff the suspect started a violent struggle with the officer. The suspect was never actually put into handcuffs. We're told the struggle lasted at least a couple of minutes and was so violent that the officer's body camera ended up on the ground. We're told the officer drew and discharged his taser, but the suspect somehow managed, according to HPD, to get his hands on the taser and then things escalated from there.
The officer still giving verbal commands. At some time during that struggle, once the suspect had the taser, discharged his weapon several times, potentially 3 to 4 rounds.
We are told by HPD the suspect was hit at least twice. We're told the officer did try to give CPR to the 48-year-old man, but that 48-year-old man died from his injuries at the hospital. Again, there is both body camera and dash camera video of the incident. There is also quite a few video cameras along the building where this parking lot is. The DA's office now trying to go through all of that video to find out exactly the sequence of events that unfolded in this parking lot. Reporting live, Jeff Ealing, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Deputies in Northeast Harris County broke up an illegal street racing event overnight and arrested at least 1 person. Deputies say those drivers were attempting to race each other down Highway 90. All right, to that breaking news. A bystander was shot. 1 of 2 people shot during a fight at a restaurant and bar in North Harris County. Our reporter TJ Parker live there to explain. TJ?
Yeah, Tom, deputies are still looking for a suspect. They say this all started when 2 men were arguing inside the Michoacan Cantina here off of the North Freeway when one of them shot the other, and then another innocent man was also accidentally shot. This is off of the freeway near Barron Springs. The first victim was taken to Memorial Hermann where he later died. The innocent bystander was also taken to the hospital and is stable. Right now, investigators are looking at video. They say the suspect shot the victim multiple times and ran off right after the shooting. No word on how many people were inside the restaurant at the time. Deputies say the man who was accidentally shot was trying to get out as fast as he could.
For the person that was shot and the suspect, they all appear to be Hispanic males.
Did you see how much they were drinking by chance at the bar?
We don't know yet. Obviously there's lots of alcohol at a bar, and I assume that's the purpose of being in a bar at midnight, but I don't know what the quantity of alcohol is at this point that each person consumed, nor do I know at this point how long they had been there drinking.
Deputies are working to get a better description of that suspect. Once they do, we'll be sure to pass that along to you. In North Harris County, I'm TJ Parker, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
All right, to Austin now, where it is back to normal at the airport after a bizarre death on the runway last night. The airport says a person was hit and killed by a Southwest Airlines plane. The FAA says the pilot of that Southwest Airlines flight coming in from Dallas was landing when he noticed a person on the runway and tried to avoid them. Overnight, ABC 13 obtained the air traffic control calls.
When they touched down on runway 17, right, they spotted somebody on foot on the runway out there.
A crew member got off the plane and searched and found that man dead on the runway. Police are still trying to figure out how that person got security and got out on the tarmac and who that person is. They say he was not dressed as an airport worker and had no ID.
Salons and barbershops can legally open across Texas today. It is the latest phase in the governor's plan to reopen the state's economy. In Houston overnight, one salon wasted no time. Full-blown dry bar in River Oaks Shopping Center open at 12:01 a.m. And we spoke with the customer who had that very first appointment.
If we feel good, we perform good. So I think it is important, even though It's not an essential yet.
Stylists and clients are wearing face masks, and no one will be allowed inside until their scheduled appointment. Well, ABC 13 reporter Charlie EDSITTY is live there at the salon there in River Oaks. And Charlie, other appointments were booked for early this morning.
Oh yes, Samika, we have had people in here since 5 o'clock this morning since we showed up, and there's still people getting services done here at the salon. Everything happening in here safely, of course, and we have obviously a few ladies getting some hair treatments done right now. But not every salon in Houston is ready to open back up today. We actually spoke to our friends over at M Salon about why they are choosing to wait it out just a couple of days.
The appointments started flooding in. I mean, they never stopped.
It's a welcome sound inside M Salon. Customers clamoring for appointments.
I've been preparing to come back to the salon as soon as we closed, but at the same time, I'm not going to rush that opening.
Owner Caitlin Palmer says she will open up on Tuesday. That's a few days after Governor Greg Abbott gave the okay for salons to open back up. And these guidelines from his task force outlined some of the recommendations. Masks for everyone, only to come off during shaving services. Workers should wear gloves if it doesn't hinder their work, and if they have to take them off, hand washing is a must.
We will have one person here, no people here.
Social distancing will be happening at M Salon, and masks, they must be worn.
Is whenever we need to get around this ear area, the client will hold the mask and take that off.
All right, and check out this Twitter poll that I put up yesterday asking if you all out there are comfortable going back into salons, barber shops, nail shops today. And we've gotten 100 votes and 58% say no, 42% say yes. So a bit of a divide there among all of you about whether or not you are ready to come back in here and get these services. But no doubt so many changes that we're all going to have to adapt to in the days ahead. We're live from River Oaks. Charlie EDSITTY, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
By the way, Charlie, your hair looks great. All right.
Best hair ever.
Ever. All right. So what's next on the governor's plan to reopen the state? Gyms reopen on May 18th. Bars are still remaining closed. Thereafter, we'll learn much more on when those bars will reopen coming up.
And Sam, look at Alita. Do you think she needs a salon?
Best hair ever. I don't
Absolutely
understand.
Not.
What are you guys doing?
What are you doing? Right?
Oh, that.
No.
That's what I do personally. I just give it a little whirl behind me, and that's how it works. All right, weather-wise for today, we'll talk to Charlie and see what she does. Maybe she does a like that. Okay. We've got a line of showers and storms moving through the area today. The severe threat is starting to shift a little bit further toward the east into Louisiana, not completely at 0 for today, so still worth monitoring. We'll build those rain chances as we get into the lunchtime hour, especially in our northwest counties. And then here in Houston, it looks like the frontal boundary will make its way between 1 and 3 p.m. and then eventually down along our coastal communities. As I mentioned, the severe weather threat today is not at 0, but it's also not going to be widespread. A lot of that is going to be pushing toward the north and east. Wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour embedded with this line. I think the line of rain showers and storms, you start to really see it as it moves in between 1 to 3 p.m. Harris County all the way down toward Wharton County and into eastern parts of Louisiana. And then as we get into the 6 o'clock hour, pushing toward our coastal communities, a few of these rain showers could linger as we get into the early morning hours on Saturday, mainly along our coastal communities. Everybody getting a break from the humidity, a drop in temperatures as well. Mother's Day, the sunshine returns, temperatures in the 50s, the afternoon highs in the 70s. And then looking ahead to next week, the heat, the humidity returns along with some daily downpours.
Okay, Alita, thank you very much.
Right. Alita, thank you for that.
That's the news for now.
Have a great day. Alita's snorting now. I can't. Have a great day and happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful moms.